I'm Cierra McDonald. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm a principal program manager lead for the Xbox portfolio product management team. Isn't it clear? Basically, my team, we look at all the different products that are actually out in customer hands and, out in stores and things, as well as new products that we're in the process of making. And we work with a lot of different teams in engineering and marketing and the business teams, basically to make sure that we're building them as holistically as possible. So when customers get it, it feels like a really fully complete product, and like all of these products play well together. And in my role too as a program manager, I think of PMs as we really need to be that engine that's constantly, driving, pushing, moving things along, that then we all move forward that much more quickly, that much more, cohesively. Yeah, it's funny. I like to say that I came into gaming through a side window. Gaming helped get me into computers. But then as I got more into computer science, then I was like, well, making video games, like, what does that even mean? And so to my head, it was doing graphics work and like maybe some AI type stuff, physics. And I was like, I don't think that's what I want to do in computer science. And so I kind of wrote it off like, oh, I'm not going to work in gaming then. And so it wasn't until I came to Microsoft and had already done an internship and started working here. And as I looked around, I looked at Xbox and I'm like, oh, duh. Xbox is a whole business of its own, right? So that means there's all kinds of jobs, things I just wouldn't have even thought of as being part of gaming. And for me, that meant too that like, oh, I don't have to actually be the one to make the games or do some of those other things that I had assumed. And basically I found my way into gaming, working on web services for the store, for Games for Windows Live, because it was long ago. But Games for Windows Live and Xbox.com store. I worked in web services, digital supply chain, fitness services. I worked on privacy services, and ultimately I ended up working on achievements, Xbox Live achievements, which was really fulfilling for me and definitely a career highlight because the kind of player that I am, I do like achievements. There are definitely some features that I was able to personally work on and develop as part of that. So like achievement rarity or the achievement progress tracking so that, you can see in real time, like how close am I to this thing? And then from there, I switched gears a bit and I started working with game developers. So I worked on game developer education, an education platform. And then to the job that I have now, which I started working on a couple years before Series X and S shipped. And so one of the big highlights of that is smart delivery and cross-gen gaming. I had the opportunity to lead the strategy and execution on that as well. And so it's been I feel very blessed for sure that I've had a good run or a good path through the game industry. Totally one that I couldn't have predicted or sort of, called my shot in advance and said like, this is exactly what my arc is gonna look like. I really don't know what comes next, even for myself. Where am I gonna be in a year? What cool thing might I get to work on? That discovery and revealing that fog of war as I go is fun for me in real life, just like it would be in a game.